Hey everybody, it's Scotty from Scotty's Record Shop with a September 2014 vinyl finds update. And then, as of other recent videos, this is kind of, some of this stuff came before September, but I'm just not making videos like I used to. I just don't have the time, you know. Couple of housekeeping things that I really want to do before. There, adjust that so I can see what I'm doing. Housekeeping things I want to do before I show the stuff that I got. Two things. Number one, I want to thank everybody for watching the videos, people for subscribing. I honestly haven't even looked, but I was coming up on 500 views, or not views, but 500 subscribers, and that's neat. I've been here, actually September makes 2 years that I've been making videos, well over 100 videos. The second thing I want to do is, I had mentioned something on the YouTube Facebook page. It was kind of a weak moment where I'd mentioned some personal stuff about the health of my sister, my older sister, and I just wanted to thank, actually, I know some people can be persnickety about this stuff, but everybody was really, really sweet and kind, and I really, really, really appreciate that. It was kind of a weak moment, and it's not an easy time. It also gives me an opportunity to do something that I've been plugging a lot. That's cancer awareness. Cancer sucks. There's no other way of putting it. And if you've ever dealt with it personally, or if you had to watch a family member deal with it, it's not fun at all. And that's where we were at with my older sister. And it's an end stage thing. It's really not good. But the kind words that people said on the Facebook page was really, really sweet, and I really appreciate that. And I promised them I wouldn't do updates and everything else about her condition, because that page is about vinyl, and this is about vinyl too. And before I show it, just do what you can. Some cancers are avoidable. It's kind of crazy, but us stubborn guys, I don't need to go get checked by the doctor. I feel fine. Once you turn 50, guys, there's some issues you really want to take into consideration, and you ladies, what you need to get checked. Several things, and you really should be getting them checked. You know what I mean? It can get really ugly if you don't. So just for yourself and your loved ones, please do that. Get yourself checked regularly. Okay, enough of this. Some 45s and some albums. We'll start with the 45s first. I got this lot of, I don't even remember when I got these, but this lot of 45s. These are all promotional 45s. All Stevie Wonder promotional 45s, pretty much from the 70s. You haven't done nothing. These are all, like, if you can see, they're mono on one side and stereo on the other side. It's really, really cool. And these are like really, really classic. You Ain't Done Nothing. You're the Sunshine of My Life. Oops, I gotta fix this green saber thing. You're the Sunshine of My Life. You know what I mean? These are all classic mid-70s. Don't You Worry About a Thing, and it's got these mono mixes on them that are just really amazing. I know that they're just fold downs. I know that. We've had these discussions before, but they just sound so punchy. Superstition, the original promotional 45 for Superstition in mono, one side mono, one side stereo. Higher Ground, in this batch there's also a couple of 3 other ones that were stereo on both sides, but were still promotional stuff. Not going to stand for it, ain't going to stand for it, which was an 80s thing. Some of these were 70s, some of these were 80s, but basically that's, I can't. Sorry, guys. See, I can't manage this row. Left is right, right is left. But several of these really, really neat and nifty. Those of you who know me know I love that promotional 45 thing with mono, especially when the song isn't normally available in mono. Okay, speaking of mono, let's no, it's not what you're probably thinking. I'll get to that, though. That's right here. Um, this was really neat. Um, I hate the word Grail. Some people like. I don't even want to get into that discussion. It's just a personal thing. Some of you love the word Grail. It expresses that rareness or whatever specialness of that particular vinyl. If I use the word Grail, it would have to be on this one, and it's so darn cool. Paul McCartney, Another Day. It's the promotional 45 mono on one side. Actually, it's mono on both sides. It's Another Day, backed with Oh Woman, Oh Why. These are just so rare. You don't even see these on Facebook. Not on Facebook, but on eBay really much anymore. It's just they're really really expensive, really hard to find. This wasn't superly expensive. This wasn't the $1.99 special either. Um, we got it from a collector in the Midwest, but really really just so happy, and it's pretty much dead mint, incredible condition. So, okay, everybody, not everybody, a lot of you've got this beast. There it is. There's mine. The Beatles mono vinyl box set. I'm not going to waste time on that. You guys, there's so many videos out about this and people's reviews. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I haven't gotten through everything yet. I've gotten through probably a little over half of that, but it's really 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 good. Okay, so let's get into some other vinyl. The coolest girl, I can't speak. The coolest girl group of all time, really, at least in my opinion, the Shangri-Las. This is the Shangri-Las Greatest Hits. It's actually on Philips. This is a UK pressing, and it's really weird that I was able to find a UK pressing here in the States in really really nice shape, cheaper than the original US Mercury pressings. It's really weird. This is an upgrade copy. I have the original US copy of this, Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. I also have a German pressing that's a really really great sounding German pressing. But my US copy I'd had since I was like 8, and it was just beat, and I saw this and it was fairly inexpensive and it was in really nice shape, so I went for it. Speaking of Queen, a couple more Queen. Flash, soundtrack to Flash. This is okay. It's definitely, you're getting into 80s era Queen. You either like it or you don't. But I'm trying to build up I have really very little Queen from the 80s. I've got all the 70s stuff, and that's my favorite stuff, but I'm trying slowly to build up that 80s stuff, but it's so expensive here in America. Hut Space, in really really nice shape. And this wasn't too expensive, but once you get into like the Works and It's a Miracle and all that stuff, the Miracle, it just gets really a kind of magic. Here in the States, those start, I don't really want to pay $10-15 for an album. Not an album, I mean, if I really really and truly was flipping out loving them, I'd pay it, but this is kind of like, okay, it's okay for me, but it's filling the collection up, you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, let's get into a Dutch band that I just recently, I've known about them for years, but just recently I've just completely been blown away. I've really sat down and listened to them. And that's the band Focus. I got their first 3 albums, and these are all, this is the second pressing of, of the In and Out of Focus album. Early 70s pressing. But this is a good record. A little bit of a different feel than these two right here. These are just classic Focus albums. This was, in a lot of countries it was Focus too, but But here in America, it was Moving Waves. This has got the song Hocus Pocus that everybody in America knows Focus about. This is a great album. And equally as great, and a little longer too, is Focus 3. What a wonderful record. The one that I want to get next, which I'll get this month eventually, is the album Hamburger Consorto. I can't even talk today. Hamburger Consorto from '74. I absolutely love that. Okay, we're going to change the style up a little bit. The Commodore's very first album, 1974 Machine Gun. This is actually a promotional pressing. You can probably see down at the bottom. It has a sticker. The labels look pretty much the same. They're not white labels, but they're really neat. This is a great record. Their third album, Caught in the Act, which is also promotional pressing, in really nice shape. A little bit of ring wear on both these, but the vinyl plays great. And keeping that Commodore's thing going, their second album, Moving On. This is not a promotional, but it is an original press. There's no cutouts or anything in its mint. It's really, really nice shape. I just like that early era of Commodores. I've got most of their albums. If you're on the YouTube, Facebook page, you saw me posting a huge picture of a ton of Commodores albums. I like them. Two more things and then I'll be done, guys. And it's jazz, and it's not only jazz, it's about as classic as you can get. These are both 180 gram vinyl pressings. John Coltrane, A Love Supreme, and it's taken me a while to really get into this album. I've had it, not the vinyl, but I've had a digital copy of it for a long time, and I keep listening to it. I'm like, okay, I just cannot. I get it from a musician's perspective. I get it from a historical perspective that just wasn't moving me. And about 6 months ago, I tried it again, and it was like, wow, it just moved me for the first time. And the vinyl sounds incredibly good. It's a great record. And it's a nice, clean, quiet vinyl. Miles Davis, Kinda Blue. I'm a little disappointed, not at the playing, not at the fidelity on this. It sounds great. It's a stereo 180 gram, but I found that the vinyl itself was a little noisy. There was no marks on the vinyl. There was nothing. I mean, I went through with my VPI record cleaning machine. I cleaned it a couple times just to make sure that the residue, factory residue, there wasn't anything there, and it still just had some noise, and it was kind of like, but it's such a great record, I guess there's a mono pressing of it that's 180 gram that sounds exceptional. So, well, anyway, all right, that's September 2014 Vinyl Finds again, and as always, I thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel, or have your friends. Like I said, I'm pretty close to 500. I'd really like to make 500. I usually don't get hung up on this, but I'm so close. And after 2 years, it would really be great. So, but again, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, just put them down underneath, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Okay, everybody? As I always say, peace and love.